Suppose that the supply function for honey is given as P equal S of Q equals 0.3 Q plus 2.7, where P is the price in dollars for an 8-ounce container and Q is the quantity in barrels. Suppose that also the equilibrium price is $4.5 and the demand is 2 barrels when the price is $5.30. Find the equation for the demand function assuming it is linear. Okay, so first when we look at the problem, we know that the equation, the demand equation is linear, assuming it is linear, and also the supply function is also linear. So this is a linear problem, right? And first thing, it is better that you can graph them and look at the diagram. It will help you to visualize the problem. Looking at the equation, I know that the independent variable would be the Q, right? That would be the x-axis, the Q, and the dependent variable will be the price on the Y. And you can draw the supply and the demand curve, right? The supply would be the one that's going up, and the demand would be the one that will go down. So this is your supply S of Q. This is your demand D of Q. And the reason that the demand is going down because as the price is going down, then your Q is getting bigger and bigger to the right, because when something is on sale, right, you want to buy more. And for the supply, if something is when the price is going up, then you get a better higher Q, because if you're the supplier, you want to sell your product with a higher value, right? So that's why the supplies always go up, the demand is always go down. So these are the two curve or two lines for the linear line for supply and demand. Now, we are also given the fact that the supply has the equation 0.3 Q plus 2.7. And then next, we have to find the equation for the demand, right? And then looking at the statement here, it says that we have the equilibrium price is 4.5. So this is the equilibrium point where the two lines, they intersect each other at this neutral point. And it has the price of $4.5, okay? And the demand is 2 barrels when the price is $5.30, okay? So we know that the demand, right? The demand is 2 barrels. So the Q is equal to 2 when the price is $5.30. So this will give you one order pair, right? So the Q is your X value and the price is your Y value. So that will give you one order pair for the demand equation, demand function right here. And in order to find the equation, you need at least 2 points, right? 2 points. So now to find the other point, I know that we can use the equilibrium point right here to find the second point, because at this location, the point is on both the supply and the demand curve, okay? Because this is the intersection. And I can use the given function of the supply to help me to find what is my Q value here. I know that the price is $4.5, which is this Y value, right? So 4.5 equals 0.3 Q plus 2.7. So it helps me to solve for Q. So first thing is I'm going to subtract 2.7 on both sides. So 4.5 subtract 2.7 on both sides, and then you will get 1.8 here, right? So 1.8 equals 0.3 Q. And then to solve for Q, you just have to divide both sides by 0.3. And that will give me 6, right? 6. So I know that my Q is 6 in this case. So I have my second point, 6 and 4.5, 6 for Q and 4.5 for my price or the Y value. So now I have the 2 points on the main function, right? This one and this one, and then I'm able to find my demand function, right? So let's just call this is x1, this is y1, right? And this is x2, this is y2. I can easily find the slope of that because this is a linear function. So y2 minus y1 equal x2 over x2 minus x1. And we can just use the graphing or any calculator to do that. Y2 is 5.3 minus y1, it is 4.5, and divide by x2 is 2 minus x1 is 6, and that will give me minus 0.2, right? If you want to convert that to fraction, it's minus 1/5. Okay, or minus 0.2, right? And then to find the equation, we will use y minus y1 equal mx minus x1. This is a Poisson formula. So we will plug in y1 is 4.5. It's right here. And the slope, we just got it at minus 0.2. And x minus x1, and x1, it is 6 in this case. So I'm going to solve for y. So we'll make the distribution minus 0.2x. And then we'll take minus multiply to minus. That will be the plus, right? But then you multiply by 6. So that will be 6 over 5, right? The minus 6 over 5. Or you can convert that to to decimal value. Sorry, decimal value. Then that will be minus 1.2 because we multiply them together. But then we have the minus and the minus, so that becomes the plus 1.2. And to solve for y, I'm gonna add 4.5 on both sides. So we'll take 1.2, we'll add 4.5, so that will be 5.7, right? So minus 0.2x plus 5.7. And this is your equation. But then don't forget that your y value is the price, right? This is the y value, this is the x value. So the y is actually the price, and the x is actually your q. You need to write that in the correct notation. And the price in this case, the demand d of q. So your equation should be minus 0.2q plus 5.7. And that is how you find your demand function for this problem.